Arreteteia, rubayatia, rachia, rebeyeria. Je tombe, c'est ton de toi.
Oh, well.
Pepper's no better for tech like this. Pepper's no better for tech like this. Maybe a little.
No. I heard the new Avatar was pretty good. Like the graphics.
I'm not going to trash talk it, but I honestly just have no interest in seeing it, even if it is good.
Yeah, same, really. Like, yay, James Cameron raising the bar and whatnot,
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, it just took too long for me to care about a sequel, sorry.
I didn't really care about the first movie that much either.
Same. I'm not disparaging anybody, but like, I did find it funny that a lot of people had to go and see some kind of therapy because they were sad that the real world wasn't as pretty as the Avatar
syndrome
world.
or whatever.
Yeah,
that sounds like an advertising stunt, honestly.
It's ridiculous, is what it is.
They probably
regardless.
paid a couple of believable actors to go and see a psychiatrist. Post-Avatar syndrome.
Could have used those actors for the movie personally, but that's all right.
No, I saw the first movie like twice. I watched it with my mom, and then I watched it by myself once. Like, yeah, it looked cool, but I don't know.
I saw it on the premiere night in IMAX 3D, and yeah, it was pretty amazing, but that was also the same time that I discovered that IMAX 3D gives me a massive headache with those glasses. And because
I
of that,
can't do the 3D shit anymore. It hurts my head.
Yeah. Because of that, though, for Christmas one year, a friend of mine got me 2D glasses that convert 3D movies to 2D people for 2D for people who have that problem.
It's just 3D glasses with the left lens in both lenses.
Whatever
like
it is, it works.
The left one's polarized to like the odd scan lines, and the right lens is polarized to the even scan lines. It's like how they do the. I mean, I'm sure it's different for IMAX, but like on PS3 when both people are playing in 3D with 3D glasses, like split screen deathmatch. It sets the glasses to where, or it sets the game to where like only the top half shows on like player one's glasses and the bottom half of the screen only shows up on player two's glasses. That was pretty neat. I thought that was neat. I think that was Killzone 2, 3, something. I can't remember.
Never played.
It was the one that they advertised in like 2003 with like that was the first game to put out like a fake pre-rendered game footage. I remember that. Yeah, it was Killzone 2. Or yeah, it was 2005, not 03. In 2005. Graphics that we wouldn't see for like another 10 or 12 years.
The only graphics that I were seeing in 2005 were the ones that were induced by other means. That was most of that year for me.
The trailer still gave me fucking chills though. I was like, oh my god, is this really what the PS3 is gonna look like? It's like, nah. And when we got the actual game when it came out, I was like, this is not what that trailer looked like. But yeah, I think we can say that, I mean, there's still one or two little things in that pre-rendered video that are hard to do on a computer nowadays. But we've pretty much gotten there. My God, I'm trying to get this file finished before I do my Christmas vacation shit. I've got, let's see, I've got this shot left to do.
For tech like this.
Maybe a little. At least it'll get you off the hook.
And onto a much bigger one, no doubt. Are you all right?
I'm fed. Just a couple days no sleep.
And then the last 4 here.
This is
That's really it. After I finish this shot,
maybe a little.
I get to skip straight to This Is Such an Ugly Planet. And then James talking. And that's going to be the hardest thing to animate here. The most intricate thing is James, like, putting this thing in his coat
And
pocket.
dangerous. I never learned to care for it. Go get some sleep.
It won't be a lot.
Des. Des.
And that's it for this file. God, I wish I had some grits and gravy right now.
Man, grits would have gone really well with that fucking biscuits and gravy that I made.
Yeah, I want biscuits with gravy and grits with scrambled eggs on a piece of buttered toast.
Well, I can either make it when you get here, or we can go to the nearest Waffle House. Your pick.
glad that we all got to go to Waffle House.
I'm kind of hoping we get to go with Greg if he's never been.
Oh, Greg's been to a Waffle House.
Oh, okay.
Greg went with me to Tipton's as well. I think he's been to Waffle. Like Greg and I have, like when we went to Tennessee, like Greg came and visited me in Tennessee several times, and we went to all sorts of places. I'm pretty sure we went to Waffle House. We went to Tipton's. That's that little like in an alley off of an alley, like tiny breakfast place in Greenville, Tennessee. It opened at like 1 a.m. It's all like, you know, the graveyard shift paramedics would eat there, and first responders and just the late people. And we go in there, they did deep fried honey buns. Or not deep fried, just like fried on the grill. And we would get biscuits and gravy with a slice of tomato on the side and a fried honey bun. Their hours have normalized a little bit. Like they don't open until 6 now, which kind of sucks. So me and my buddy Josh would go there at like 2 a.m, like right when they were opening. It was so great. Always nice people. I always left a good tip, and it was just a really, really nice place. Took my sister there a few times. All right, let me see if I can get this shot finished tonight.
Je tombe, c'est ton, est-ce que tu quoi?
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe.
I beat Callisto Protocol last night. That was a ride.
Yeah,
I
what'd you
didn't
think of
die.
the ending?
It was very Dead Space.
Yelp.
Yeah, I've had gator tail. It tastes like the halfway point between fried chicken and catfish. Oh, it was like an in-between. Closer to chicken, but it had that kind of swamp funk that good catfish has.
I've had gator nuggets, which sounds really bad saying it out loud. I really wished I'd thought that through, but no, it's like chicken nuggets, but it's made of gator at this place called Bubba's. Near my house, actually.
Wait, so we can have gator if we could? Man, we're going to be going to Texas.
Yeah, for full 24 hours.
Wait, 24 hours?
Well, if you're showing up on the 21st at close to midnight, and we're here for the 22nd, and we leave on the 23rd, we won't really be here that long.
We're
Unless you
still
wanna leave
hanging
on-
out with Billy, though, right?
Yep, that's the plan.
Yeah, I might have to hang out with my buddy Derek some other time. We just don't have the time for it this trip around.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, dude, the distance from Dallas to Austin is the same distance from Houston to Austin. So if he feels like cutting work a little early to
it's
come
all
meet
right.
up with us in
We'll do
Austin.
it some other time because it's holiday season. I have to try and see everybody when I get the chance.
Yeah, otherwise it's like, unless you'd rather leave here on Christmas Eve and then, you know, arrive at your mom's place for Christmas Day, we could do that. It would just kind of put
It's all
things
right.
on a delay.
I want to get. We got to get there Christmas Eve night.
Which reminds me, I need to get in touch with Kevin again so that I can. I have his contact. I'm just saying I need to do it so that I can get a weather report for the week, so I know what to expect going in. There's supposed to be a huge storm hitting over here, like this week. In fact, I think it's supposed to already be here today and tomorrow, so it should be clear next week. But I just want to make sure.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, you said you've driven a car with a big trailer on the back of it before, right?
Yeah, an Outback, and I've also driven a truck with a trailer and a truck with a boat, and then Outback with a boat, and I can tow shit, basically. Yes.
I've only done it once. Like I said, I've driven big, like box trucks and budget trucks and things. I know how to, you know. I mean, I have the Crosstrek convenience manual transmission. I'm used to like having a very slow start. Yeah, you can't like push it down too hard or you jerk it right off the hitch. I saw a video of a guy that was pulling something with like a rope, and he accelerated when like it wasn't taut, and it like just pulled the bumper right off of his car.
Yeah, I'm thankful for the experiences I've had to know how to drive with a trailer. Basically, you just got to grandma the whole thing.
Yep. We'll be going slow and steady the whole way, taking a hotel stop when we need to. Everybody's like, oh, the hotels are all booked. They're like, you'll have to, like, the only ones that'll be left will be like $200 a night. It's like, if we have to pay an extra $100 between the four of us, like I said, I'll cover that. I'll cover all the gas at least. I still have to figure out what I'm going to get you for Christmas. I
didn't ask you for anything for Christmas.
I didn't ask you for, like, come on. You don't have to give me anything. Just give me a card. Just give me a card with no money. That's what everybody says.
Get me a Home Depot card.
I'll just get you a gas card. That's the thing. I would get you, like, I was going to get you just a gas card for the amount of gas it's going to take the whole trip. But, you know, like, oh, I got you a gas card for Circle K. And then, like, halfway through a trip, they don't have Circle Ks anymore. And it's like, yeah, it's, you know, prepaid Visa. Something like that. I got Rex perpetual license for Reason 12. And he's going to write music for my future animations, so that is a business write-off.
Oh, there you go.
So I said I wanted to make one more big purchase before the end of the year for tax write-offs, and then that was perfect timing. Harp, is that watch still running? It didn't die, did it?
Well, when I set it, I mean, it sets fine, but it was not. I could hear the motor, but it wasn't spinning.
Why?
I set it like 5:45, and it was 6 o'clock, and it was still at 5:45.
Why?
So I'm just gonna find a new battery because I feel it was kind of loosely fit in there, and I'll tell you, I tried to get that battery out, see if I could put it in a little bit better. Thing popped out, flew like 10 feet, and I have no idea where the hell that thing is.
Damn.
It sucked. But I could easily.
You can
find
take
one
it
of
to
those
a watch
batteries.
place, but
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I took a watch to a watch place before and they fixed it. But I don't know how they do with swatches. Another guy in the thing said, put a battery in it 2 weeks ago. It keeps time perfectly. Motherfucker.
tech like this.
Maybe a little. Maybe a little.
I gotta swap my headlamp batteries. I'll be just a second.
Maybe a little. Maybe a little.
Excellent!
Hey! Oh, that was an hour ago. Cube Slasher, thank you for the follow. Grizz, thank you for the resub. Thought I'm Barry Grizzlemas. Absolutely.
Maybe a little. 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 Maybe.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little. Maybe a little. Maybe a little. Maybe a little.
Yeah, this is the theme from the very first Hitman game from IDOS.
Maybe a little.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Maybe a little. 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 Maybe a little.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little.
An audio delay.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
If this looks delayed to you, then I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, Serious Sam is 16-player co-op. It's totally crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a very simple game. It's just sandbox arena with enemies spawned at the edge of the map endlessly. But
I just thought it was worth
Yes.
mentioning.
Did Pigma Dengar come through here?
Pigma Dengar. I haven't. Is he on the train?
Running security. He went this way.
Jim, I didn't think.
What have you got for me?
I didn't think Pepper would send you.
How did you find these?
You don't have any friends, Jim. Don't think too hard about it. If you knew what Andros was up to, what he was really up to, you would have given those to Pepper years ago, instead of hiding
I shall
them.
destroy them. Right now.
You won't. It was her work, just as much as yours. Geniuses.
Fix something real quick. Wait, what the fuck?
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little.
Yes. Did Pigma Dengar come through here?
Pigma Dengar. I haven't. Is he on the train?
Running security. He went this way.
Jim, I didn't think.
What have you got for me?
I didn't think Pepper would send you.
How did you find these?
You don't have any friends, Jim. Don't think too hard about it. If you knew what Andros was up to, what he was really up to, you would have given those to Pepper years ago, instead of hiding
I shall
them.
destroy them. Right now.
You won't. It was her work, just as much as yours. Geniuses. I dropped out and Accretions won. Jim, don't let it go to waste.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little. At least it'll get you off the hook.
And onto a much bigger one, no doubt. Are you all right?
I'm fit. Just a couple days no sleep. This is Such an ugly planet.
And dangerous. I never learned to care for it. Go get some sleep. Des. Des.
Excellent!
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, Derek might have to hang out a different time. I know it was kind of spur of the moment, but we're barely going to be in Texas for 24 hours. So, beginning of next year, when I put out episode 2 and it's done, I'm going to take a road trip, and I'll probably come out there and see y'all or something. I just think I had no idea you were out there. I mean, like, it would be like we'd each have to drive like 3 hours and meet in the middle and have dinner for an hour and then drive back. Like that's all the free time I'd have. I'd rather just wait until we can all hang out for like a week. You know, something like that. I'm gonna do a road trip. I've got a brand new car. Do you remember that pickup truck I had? I've still got it. It's the only vehicle I've ever owned. And now I finally have a brand new car, and I can drive it wherever I want. I'm going to wear it out. Yeah, I had to get rid of the topper when I moved to Tennessee. It's just the gas mileage was so bad. My mom was mad because I had to stop for gas so often. It was a 1996 Nissan pickup truck. It's still parked out front, still drives. I mean, it's old as hell. The idler is kind of weird in it. But, yeah, it still runs. AC still works. I'm probably just going to sell it to some old farmer that lives like half an hour away. He has a whole bunch of that truck, and he just wants another one to keep for, you know, parts and stuff. It's nice, yeah, but I have a Subaru Crosstrek Convenience. It's a manual. It's a 2023. Probably one of the only cars or SUVs that you can get in 2023 with a stick shift. But I love it. I have to drive a stick shift. Like, even when they come out with electric cars, I just want to be like, I'll get one if you can give me a stick shift. I know it makes no sense for an electric car, but I don't make that much sense either. What I would get if I had the money and I could get, like, the only thing I would get right now is either a Gladiator or my main go-to, which would have been like another $15,000 on my lease, or not a lease, finance, would have been a Toyota Tacoma, double cab, manual transmission. And yeah, like, base price of those is like $45,000. And I don't have the money for that. If I had the money, I would trade what I've got in right now for it. I love the Crosstrek, but, like, holy shit. Yeah, I want the double cab. Not the two front seats and then, like, the half folding down seats in the back. I mean, it's the full 4-seater cab Toyota Tacoma with a stick shift, and that's what I want. but I could have financed one, but I'd be paying for it for 8 years. Yeah, like I want that exact truck, but manual transmission. That would. I'm gonna get one. I'm eventually gonna step up from the Subaru Crosstrek manual to a Toyota Tacoma. Like mainly, it's the only pickup truck that still has a stick shift that anybody offers, and I'm afraid after 2025, nobody's gonna have stick shift anymore.
Maybe a little.
Yeah. Crosstrek's great. I love it. I think it's all-wheel drive and not 4-wheel drive.
All Subaru like
Yeah,
wagon style
they're all
SUVs are
AWD.
all-wheel drive. Yeah.
I drove in the
Thank
snow
God.
for the first time the other day, and I felt it kick in. It was really neat. But my brakes were still frozen, so I like tried to press really hard on my brakes, and I just slid. It's like, oh yeah, gotta let those thaw out a little bit.
Maybe a little.
But yeah, I wanna find somebody that wants to buy my truck. I thought about reaching out to my old friend, Mr. Regular, and being like, hey, I'll sell you my truck for half of what I would sell it to anyone else for if you want it to make a video on or something. But I don't know. That's a lot of driving.
I mean, I bet he'd do it.
He probably would.
You should, dude.
I'm not even going to try to. I wouldn't even try to be like, "Hey man, you got money? Give me money." Like, no, I just want a couple grand for it, $2,000 or $3,000. If he's buying it, if anyone else that's got money, I'm going to ask for almost twice that much. But if he bought it, I'd give him a discount for sure.
Did you check to see if he's already done a video on one, just to be sure?
Actually,
Is that maybe all you need to do to sell it is just be like, hey, I've got this thing and it's a niche thing.
Oh, he did 6 years ago. The D21 hard body. I don't know if mine is the D21. I think mine's the next one up. Nissan 1996 D. Maybe it is. Yeah, I think it is. So he's probably. Yeah, mine. I don't know. Like if he's already made the D21 hard body video that almost has 1 million fucking views. But he rode in mine in 2004. It's like, no, but if he wanted to like come up and put a hitch on it and transfer it and buy it and everything, like I doubt it's a lot of, you know. I don't want to put anybody through the whole rigmarole. It's already re-registered in Canada. Somebody in Canada wants to buy my truck for like $3 or $4 grand US. Like it's here, it's yours. Are there any Canadian people that want to like give me 3,000 US, 3,000 US, whatever that translates to in Canada? Like I already have a new car. It's just this one's sentimental. This was my first vehicle. I got it when I was 17 and I'm 39. I've had it for 22 years. It's the only vehicle I've ever owned and it still runs. The AC still works. I mean, it's old. It's got a lot of stuff that could be fixed on it, but like if I needed to drive it 3 hours somewhere to like Moncton or Nova Scotia or whatever, yeah, I could. It would get in. I just put the battery in, gas it up, and go. I think it has a full tank. So yeah, like I just put the battery in.
Oh, how long's it been sitting without running?
I drove it the other day.
Okay.
And before that, it was a couple months. I I drove it down to East Side, got it fixed up, looked at, and drove it back home. I was like 2 months ago, I think. But yeah, like I started it like 4 or 5 times last week. Like start it, run it, drive it around, like pull it back in, turn it off. And Greg's like, can you get it? Because we're trying to squish it over to the side a little bit so I don't have to park my Crosstrek over there across the street. You saw.
Yeah.
And now we like that grassy part to the right of our driveway is all dead and flat. So I just got in my truck and drove it over there. Yeah, Bane. I had to wait like 4 months for my car. I went in and made an order for it. If it's not an emergency, if it's an emergency and you need a car right now, you know, go to a used lot or whatever. But if you can wait 4 months or 3 months, give or take, put in an order for one. And that's what I did. And I love it. I love my little car. It's got a very small engine. But man, yeah, y'all were there for that. The gas mileage on that thing is great. I've never leased a car. Like I said, the only car I've ever had was the one my stepdad got me in 2001. And I don't want to get rid of it. If we had an extra garage where I could just park it in there and like pay eccentrics to come out and slowly get it back to perfect condition somehow, I would do that. I don't want to get rid of it. If anyone was interested, be like, oh my God, this is Frederick Fox's truck. This is his entire adult life literally has been spent driving this thing. Like, maybe. But I don't know. Also giving it to just some little old eccentric Canadian farmer dude that's like, oh yeah, I just want to put her on my farm and, you know, take care of her and build her up with parts, or take her parts and put her in another. You know, like, so like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That truck has had so many fucking adventures, some that I will never tell. But what a time. And it's, yeah, those little like mini trucks from the 90s, you get aftermarket parts for them for the rest of your life. They're fucking great. Bust house. I saw you bust. I think I could play Bust House on the stream if it was just the audio. Do you reckon?
I mean, they don't say anything that's not already censored, so I think you'd be all right.
Yeah, they don't say anything that I don't already say in here.
Je tombe, c'est ton
Rex, you back? Where you at?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
No input on the Bust House?
I'm sure it's fine, dude. I think you've played it on here before anyway.
I don't think I played the video, though. I mean, it shows people with their hands inside their underwear jerking off and edging.
Oh, you're right.
All new Bust House. I saw you, but it's just a bunch of guys in a house. No one's allowed to bust, and they're all edging. No, I want to play it. Just the audio. The audio's fine. The video is questionable. I don't think this one's on YouTube.
Reality show Bust House. That
Nocturnal
should have
edition.
been a reality show Bust House.
Bust House.
5 guys in a house, and they're like, none of them are allowed to jack off, and it's just guys quietly jacking off on night vision camera. And they have like a computer room, and it's like, they're just meeting in the morning, and there's a guy with his shirt off making a protein shake. And he's like, yeah, bro, I got to talk to you because I went to go get a glass of water last night, and I saw you busting the computer. Ba-dum-bum. Like just a tight shot of the other
Tyler, I
guy's
saw
face.
you bust.
I
last
swear
night.
I wasn't busting.
I wasn't busting.
I
I was
edged.
edging.
I edged for a while, but I didn't bust. Tyler and Sasha debate whether he busted or not. Coming up on Bust House. Dude, I asked you several times, stop bringing up that girl with big tits we saw.
Don't say the word breast.
Don't, with that girl we saw with big boop. Don't say it, and they like blur his mouth when he says tits. Bust House.
Dude.
That sounds
You
great.
cannot watch fucking commercials for fucking bikini waxes. You cannot watch a fucking Summer's Eve douche commercial. It gets me too fucking horny, bro.
Like Eric has some news to share with the group. The producers found out that I actually have testicular cancer, which prevents me from busting to begin with. So they're asking me to leave the show. The boys go play putt-putt golf to send Eric off. One last hang before Eric has to leave because he lied about his testicular cancer.
Bro, honestly, when I found out your nuts didn't work, I felt really betrayed, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
he's fake as hell.
I just can't
dude.
wait till we get back to the clubhouse and we can play Wii. They're just constantly beating off.
No. But in a scenario where there's like the cameras are watching you, and every
Yeah.
time you grab your cock, it's like or some
No,
shit.
it's not. It's just that it's 10 guys in a house, and they're not supposed to beat off. But you don't get anything for not beating off.
There's no
That's
prize.
just the rule.
But people
When I
keep
kicked
talking
off
about
the show-
how they're there to win.
Yeah,
So
they're
they're
like,
like-
I'm not here to make friends, even though I have.
I'm here to not beat off.
I'm here to not bust. And then they're just constantly beating off.
Yeah. Eric, I can tell that you're beating off right now. No, I'm not, dude.
There was cum all over the spatula.
That is honestly such an interesting fun. We should pitch Bust House because I honestly would watch that. Is there a prize or is it just like
There's
Jersey
no
Shore?
prize. There's no point to it. There's not even.
They have to go to work, right? The way all those shows are.
No,
they
they're
have to work at like a.
no. They don't have
breakfast
cell
place.
phones.
Oh, there's like challenges.
Yeah.
They're like they tried to work at the local burrito fiesta, but Eric beat off. The boys immediately started beating off.
But unfortunately, they employed a pretty hot 15-year-old
A
hostess.
15-year-old girl was working there, and they couldn't help but take turns beating off in the bathroom.
just looking at her and closing your eyes because you would
Bro,
remember.
we weren't in the house. We all caved.
Bro, that's
We-
my
it was
little
on-
cousin, bro.
Yeah, they're just standing around in a circle, and there's tiki torches in the backyard next to the jacuzzi. And they're like, we all promised we wouldn't bust at Burrito Fiesta. We all said we wouldn't do it, and we all failed the challenge, and that's on all of us. And we're going to learn and grow from this. Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum, Bust House.
Ah, Christ. How was it so bad? We navigated that minefield. It was all right. Jim, I saw you bust. You're lying. Oh, my Lord. All right, so.
Maybe a little. Maybe a little. Maybe a little.
Just 3 episodes left of Severance for spreads.
It's season 1, right? That's not the one that's okay.
Yeah, I really had almost a panic attack. I thought you meant
Oh my
like
God.
season 2 was only going to be 3 episodes. It's like, no, that's not enough. I do want Severance to have a good second season. I also hope that it doesn't tell its story over like 8 seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's Ben Stiller. I don't think Ben Stiller likes to work on one single thing for too long. So, I think if it had 3 seasons, like if it gets over 3 seasons, it's gonna be like, all right, because like it seems like the most important thing that could come to a head is about to come to a head.
Yeah.
But then if you know, investors get it and they're like, okay, well, let's see how many seasons we can like squeeze this into, like how much juice we can get out of the Severance name,
like
you know, or some shit like that. Like I love all the characters, like, but I want to see like a 2-season, maybe a 3-season thing. I think they can get it out in 2 seasons. I really do. But like if it goes like season 11, season 12, it's like who really wants to do that? The only animated shows that I know Severance isn't animated, but the only animated shows that are like going on like 20, 30 fucking seasons are about like a dysfunctional family and their everyday lives, or several dysfunctional families. Think South Park, Simpsons, American Dad, Family Guy. Like you notice that, like even South Park, it's still about the same kids and the same families. Although that's more like, you know, like 4 kids from different families, but you know, it's about the same family or friend circle going through social commentary shit and whatnot. And that's the same thing. The Simpsons, Family Guy, and all that. You know.
They're all current events commentary comedies.
Yeah, social
basically.
commentary, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm fine with The Simpsons, but it's just like, oh, they're doing this shit now where Bart Simpson is a Twitch streamer, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't know. Like even in the 80s, The Simpsons weren't like super 80s about anything, but I was more interested in the politics or revolving around fictional characters rather than like putting it into actual real world stuff. I don't know. I mean, that is the ultimate success, to get your cartoon on TV for 30 years. You make a cartoon that's so relatable at the lowest common denominator of people that it stays on TV for like 4 decades. 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. Technically dipping a toe in at least 5 decades. That's crazy.
Yeah, didn't The Simpsons start in like 87, 88?
Yeah, it was on the, what was her name? Tracy Ullman, that's who it was. Yeah, the Tracy Ullman show. Because I remembered I saw one clip of The Simpsons on Tracy Ullman. I don't remember what it was, but everything else is like the Butterfinger stuff. We called them the Bagheads because like all the top of their heads looked like paper
Lunch
bags or whatever, or Bart and Lisa and whatnot. And then it was like, oh, it was a show. and the first episode of The Simpsons aired, like right when we got back from a trip that we were taking in Tennessee. I guess I went to Tennessee in the 80s, like right before I started kindergarten. And then when we came back, yeah, it was on UHF. I had to adjust the antenna on the back of the TV when I was like 5. And yeah, it was the first episode. And I remember the other one or whatever where Bart did the chemical experiment and they had to wash him in like a metal tub or whatever. And he pissed his dad off and he ran across the screen naked and his ass was green or something because of the science experiment or whatever. I can't remember. I was like 5 when I saw that.
He was in a gifted class when he wasn't supposed to be. And he mixed an acid with a base and it blew up green everywhere, I think.
Is that what it was? I just remember that was like, I remember my aunt calling us and laughing her ass off about it. But I remember the first one, and I remember the one where like Homer. This is the first time I heard a cuss word in a cartoon. Was God, whatever the first episode was. Because I remember the second one I saw was the one with the chemical experiment stuff. What was the very, very first one? I remember Homer looking at a cake and going, "Oh, damn." And I was like, "Ooh, they said a bad word in a cartoon?" Even though I had seen Secret of Nim, but that was a movie. Like, this was on TV. I was like, what? But yeah, I remember the second one I saw was where he cheated on the test and the chemical experiment or whatever. Is that the one where Bart or Homer like chains a ball to his leg and he's gonna kill himself or something? No, that I think the episode I saw after the chemical experiment was the one where he cusses at the cake and then chains a bowling ball to or a ball and chain to his leg or whatever. Because I remember, like, we watched the first like 5 or 6 episodes as they came on TV. What was the air date for these? Oh, it must have been right when this would have been, damn. This would have been right after I started kindergarten. We got back home. Yeah, December 17th, 1989. Then January 14th, like after Christmas, they played that one. I remember that. So, yeah, I guess it was. It was during my Christmas break in kindergarten. So I was 6. I had just turned 6. Ah, shit, stuff's flooding back. That's so weird. When you put pieces together and you get rewarded by, like, your brain's like, oh, here's a memory you haven't thought about in 35 years. What do you think? It's like, I remember that smell. I remember the noise of the car. I remember my sister and I and were in the back of the car right as my mom got on Soakerm Loop and started driving, and we conspired to go 1, 2, 3, and then both yell at my mother at the same time, screaming, "Look out for the moose." It was my sister's idea. But she's like, let's do this, like, right when we get when we get off of Scales Road and get onto Soakerm Loop and start heading toward, you know, wherever we were going. It was we had just gotten off of our road. And we're driving on Soakerm Loop, me and my sister. 1, 2, 3. look out for the moose. And my mom fucking like fishtailed, slammed on the brakes.
God.
Like we were like, oh, she's gonna park the car in the middle of the fucking highway at 9 at night. It was pitch black dark. I was like, she's gonna pull us out and give us a whoop. And she's like, what did you... we all had a good laugh. Like, she took it very well. She thought it was funny. She's like, children, don't you ever do that again. They're like, okay, because we were just as scared because of the fishtail. We thought we actually summoned a moose and we're about to hit it. There were no other cars. Like we knew not to like do something like that in traffic or whatever. My sister did. I was a nugget. But yeah, like my sister always had the good ideas, like pouring white rice into our scalp and like really like rubbing it deep into toward the root of our hair, and then going up to my mom and like vigorously scratching our scalp, be like, Mommy, I think like our hair is really itchy. And she's like, oh, like how bad? And I'm like, I think like really, really bad. Like it's starting to bleed because I'm scratching it so much. And you know, we've got all like the rice, the white rice in our hair. And she's like, all right, come here, let me say, like it was like, children, oh God, Lord Jesus, the mighty pray to God. It was so grossed out. It was she instantly knew that it was rice and that we were playing a prank, but for that first like 2 seconds where she just like howled out of how grotesque it was, I can imagine. Like we knew it was gonna be so gross. I'm sorry. Wait, did they do that in Billy Madison? This is like when me and my sister were like 7 and 9. I haven't seen Billy Madison. I saw Happy Gilmore. I've only seen the quotable parts of Billy Madison. Like, if piss in your pants is cool, then consider me Miles Davis. Yeah. But yeah, like, and we didn't do it to get out of school or anything. Like, we just did it to prank my mom. All the other stuff, just, oh my God. But yeah, look out for the moose and Mommy, my head itches. Those were great. I miss when my mom would make chicken and dumplings and float them in our above ground swimming pool. She'd put them on a plate or a thing that floated, and put a plate of chicken and homemade chicken and dumplings on that. And we'd float around the pool and eat. Oh, it was so great. So good. I gotta tap a kidney. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
I'm so stressed out and having a mild panic attack that has gone for like most of the day.
Say what now? What happened?
Nothing happened. It's just leaving the puppy dog with somebody that's not, and it's the first time that our puppy's going to be away from us for like over a week. That's it. Like, he's staying with someone who is kind and caring and is well known for taking good care of dogs and stuff, but it's like dropping your kid off for their first day of kindergarten, I imagine.
It's at least someone that he's familiar with,
Yeah.
so that does help. He'll be fine. But
I just in there giving him a tummy rub earlier, and he's just so comfortable. We left him with someone else for a week once when I guess when Greg came down, like a year or two ago, but he was still a puppy back then. I don't know. It's just like even if I knew 100% that he would be fine and happy when we got back, if I also knew that when we dropped him off somewhere for a little while, he would be afraid and genuinely think that we gave him away or whatever, it would break me. The Simpsons has 739 episodes.
Yeah, you're barely done with 2.
You want to know how many hands painted cells for the Simpsons show? Like, say that and I feel much better. Like, can you imagine if one person had to animate the Simpsons? I think people could do it at this point. I think Family Guy, are like most of the stuff for Family Guy, they just drag and drop now because the characters have been animated so many times.
I know that South Park's all done with computer now.
Well, South Park's been done with Maya for a long time.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one to look into. I'd love to meet and hang out with some of those people. I think once I put out 1 or 2 episodes of the violence, I think when I put out the violence, that there will be some of those people that will reach out to me, not wanting me to work on anything or whatever, just people saying like, hey, I see what you're doing. I see you, Jake Sully. I would hope so. Because, like, reaching out to some of the big YouTube animators that I have and hearing them go, oh, dude, I saw episode 1 of your cartoon. It's great. Is the second one coming out anytime soon? It's just like, you know who I am?
Yay.
Yeah, you watch my cartoon? What are you, friggin' gay? What are you, a furry? It's like, that would be such a fucking alpha move. That would be so Chad of me, like, why do you watch my cartoon? What are you, like a gay furry? You play Star Fox? You like little animal people and cartoons and shit? Just destroy myself not giving a fuck. But no, like hearing people leaving a comment on a YouTube channel I follow, and like the YouTuber leaving a comment going, hey, I didn't know you watched my stuff. I love your animations, man. Good luck on episode 2. And then I just shit myself and melt into a puddle of goo. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm talking about, right? When there's like an artist on Twitter or whatever, and you leave a comment, and they're like, "Oh, I follow you and I love your stuff."
The biggest
the
shit
Star
my
Fox
pants
stuff is great.
I've had a few of those, but Kiki Flipnote like reached out to me,
Damn.
like sent me a DM, and it was just like, yo, I really love your stuff. It can be a little pervy, so I don't want to follow because I don't want people to, but it's great. I really love it. And I'm like, dude, I get it. Don't even worry about it. But holy shit, you're amazing. Holy fuck.
Yeah, he can be a little cheeky sometimes.
Yeah, he's getting there.
But I understand like keeping your adult
clean
stuff
sheet.
separated from your all ages stuff, because it's like with me, like with a Fox in Space and all the things that in my live stream and all that, it's still like even a Fox in Space is all ages really, except for saying the F word once or twice and some very, very mild blood violence. Like there's nothing in a Fox in Space that you couldn't show like a 12-year-old or whatever. Like even like Secret of Nim and the Plague Dogs are, even Secret of Nim, the Land Before Time dude, is Mouse movie based on that book. That which is now like nowadays a very, very soft PG rating. That's more violent than my cartoon. I have a guy get pelted in the head with a rubber ball bearing, and then another guy dying from being poisoned very like quietly, a little bit of blood running out of his mouth. Like when I think about it, because I always think about that, it's like, could you show this to a kid? Honestly, yeah, like Fox in Space episode 1, there is a cheeky little joke where dude comes in and sees Wolf kneeling in front of Fox looking at his legs or whatever, and they're like, oh hey, I like this or whatever. But like other than that, like slight cheekiness, there's not really anything that I still don't understand. People seeing episode 1 and thinking that Fox's tail is a giant penis.
That's a bit of a reach.
That's a weird one.
I told you about that, right?
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the chat when Fox pulled his pants down and had his cute little R-Wing boxers or whatever that said docking request granted? Is there anyone, like, and be honest, I'm not looking for an answer. Give me your honest fucking answer. Is there anyone in here that saw the shot when he was like, when Fox was like gesturing toward his legs and he had his tail down? Like, it wasn't between his legs, it was just down, and like in the shot it happened to be between his legs. Is there anybody in here that looked at that and went, oh, that's his giant penis, even though I see his boxers? Yeah, I showed it to someone in my family at a gathering, and they got all huffy about it. They're like, whoa, I don't want to see little Matthew. I was like, what? He's in his underwear. He's like, that his big old thing hanging out? I'm like, that's a tail. He's a fox. And yeah, both people I brought it up to, they're like, oh, okay, I see it now. I was like, but you saw a penis? You thought this was...
It's like they were looking for it. Like they were expecting it to happen or something.
Yeah, everybody's saying, I could tell it was a tail and not a... Yeah, like two people, like I showed it to them in real life, like on a phone. And both of them thought it was a penis. Like his puffy tail or whatever.
I think it says
like...
more about them than it does about you, to be perfectly honest.
Hey now! Don't...
Look, I'm not trying to be a dick, I'm just saying.
No, I just like, and that's another reason that's like, oh, you should show your cartoon to people here. And I started showing it, and two people thought that it was a penis, and I was like, yep, I'm not showing my cartoon to anyone anymore. I can never catch a break. Like the furry party I went to, and everyone's like, show your cartoon, you finished out your episode. I was like, we all want to see it. And it was like a New Year's party, and then I started showing it to them, and like before the the previously segment in episode 1, before the previously segment was even over, everyone except for one or two people out of like 15 people, every one of them was looking at their phones and playing videos from YouTube over their speaker. Like, everyone had completed, just been like, okay, never mind. Anyway, look at this funny video on Vine and blah, 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 or whatever. Yeah, so, like, anytime that someone's like, hey, you should put your Fox and Space cartoon on the TV so people can watch it, I'm just like, please, stop, don't. Please don't. I don't know. We went over to your future place. Everybody watched it and liked it. That was refreshing.
Yeah.
At Drew's place. When everybody was just like, I'll watch it. We'll watch whatever, blah, blah. I was like, well, wait till your thing's over and whatever. And I was like, nobody's going to watch this. It's going to be like the last 3 times I did it. It's going to get like a minute in and everyone's going to be looking at their phones and blah, blah. Yeah, it was really embarrassing because I wasn't even the one that brought it up. It was the other dude. He was like, dude, put on Fox in Space. Let's watch a cartoon. And everybody was like, the animated Star Fox? Yeah, sure. Like, I was like, it's like almost 15 minutes long. They're like, yeah, dude, shit, a full episode? Yeah, let's do it. And I put it on. And like by the time that the thing where Leon is like, this can't be happening, and he crashes and they've all got bandages on and stuff, I looked around and everyone was just like texting on their phones, but oh dude, have you seen so-and-so's new like Minecraft thing where he's like, and like holding it up and like playing videos of people screaming at Minecraft. And like by the time that it got to where Fox was behind the laser bars, like 2 people were even like lightly glancing at the monitor, and I just went over and just closed it, and no one said anything except the one dude. There's the one dude that lived there at the house, kind of stockier dude with beard and mustache. I can't remember his name. I'm thinking letter O. I don't know, but he was really cool. And like I turned it off, and of the 15 people that were there that had started watching it at the beginning, he was the only one that was like, oh hey, I was watching that. And I was like, it's cool, we can watch it later. And he was like, well, hey, is that like on the internet? Can I get a link to it and watch it later? And like, yeah. If you told me his name, I would remember it. But like, holy shit, dude. Yeah, like it would have been different if it was only 1 or 2 people that were like, yeah, put it on. But like everybody was like, yeah, put it on, dude. I want to see. I love Star Fox, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, like 55 seconds into it, everybody was just like looking at their phones and playing videos from YouTube on speakers. It was just like you just hear, you know, on like several phones. I was like, this is like, am I getting pranked? I genuinely thought, like if I was the one that brought it up, I was like, hey, you guys want to see my cartoon? Hey, everybody, I'm going to put my cartoon on if you want to watch. But like, no, everybody else. I was the one that was like, I don't know, you want good? Yeah, I don't know. Like, and it made me super embarrassed. I was super embarrassed. I was like, hey, you guys want to watch the thing? And then nobody's watching after 45 seconds.
It's one of those things where like you like I've had conversations with friends or people who didn't know me all that well, and I would tell them what I did, and I'd show them something that I worked really, really, really hard on, and they would just be like, cool. And just kind of go on from there.
So
and
anyway, I was watching that new fursuit video that Murphy Fox made.
To some people, media is just media. Like they don't know what you put into it or what really goes into it most of the time.
You made a thing for it be to absorb. Neat. Anyway,
the biggest part about
absorb.
The biggest part about that is like you can't expect people to have a reaction, you know. Like you like obviously you're not doing it to get like ego pets or anything.
Not at all.
Like this is something you exactly like that's the last thing that's on your mind.
I just want to make a thing and tell a story. If people like it, great. If not, well, on to the next one.
But it does hurt your heart when people pull out their phones and do something else when you're like,
when it's like
this
the
is-
10 people that were going like, yeah, dude, I
Yeah.
love this. Show
It's-
it. Let's see it. And then like after a minute, it's like, well, this doesn't have my attention anymore. Beep boop, Flappy Bird,
Yeah.
Facebook. I don't know. It was. I felt stupid for putting it on. I was like, okay, everybody, let's watch it. And it wasn't even that the people weren't even focused on, but like people were starting to play videos on their phones of like, oh, did you see so and so? He made a fursuit video of blah 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 blah. And oh, that reminds me of all the single furries thing. Have you guys seen it? No, I haven't seen. Yeah, so I'm like watching the first minute and a half of my cartoon and hearing on a really shitty speakerphone of someone's iPhone or Samsung Galaxy or whatever. All the single furries, put your paws up, all the single furries. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah. I know what you're
like
talking about.
hearing all the single furries video just like on you know what a speakerphone sounds like when you like turn it all the way up on a fucking cell phone speaker. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna crawl over here across the floor on my knees and hit the button on the monitor. And yeah, and that was the thing. When I turned my cartoon off, one person was like, oh, hey, I was watching that, out of like 15 furries. So, I don't know, but yeah, like that hurt my heart. And I went home and I was like, you don't need to give a fuck about that. What the fuck does it matter?
Exactly.
Like everybody's attention span is wrecked now because of social media, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't because your cartoon sucked. It just people are like, oh, TikTok, YouTube, blah, blah, blah.
It's knowing deep down that like I know what I'm doing is cool and is worthwhile to me. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's as long as that's always like on your mind.
Yeah,
then
absolutely. I didn't like go home and cry about it. It
No,
was
I
more
know.
just like,
I know what
Jesus,
you mean.
people's attention spans are just,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it still sucked. It's still, what tiny little bit of an ego that I do have, it still was a couple pebbles thrown at it. It's like, well, like maybe it wasn't that good or whatever. And you think like, should I have done this? Should I have done that? Should I have made all of the characters with their shirts off and perfect abs and pectorals? Would that have kept everybody like focused on it, or this, that, and other? Did I do? But it's just like, it's a party. Everyone's here to hang out with each other and get tipsy and shoot the shit and talk about what they have in common. People aren't here to watch your fucking cartoon like you're at some red carpet release. You're not special. You put on a silly video that people were part of for 10 seconds, whatever. And like I said, I didn't get butthurt about it. It was more just like I was embarrassed for bringing it up. And be like, hey, yeah, if you guys want to see it, I can put it on. I should just be like, yeah, I made a Star Fox cartoon. It's called A Fox in Space. If y'all want to see it, just go on YouTube and type in A Fox in Space. And just leave it at that. And that's how
we did actually watch it though, right? Like we were at Drew's place. We did actually watch it at Drew's place.
Yeah, we did.
Right? Like,
Were you not paying attention?
No, it's just that the
Sounds
stories
like you
bled
weren't.
into each other. I was just like, wait, were people on their phones and I didn't realize it? Because
What's her name? Ty?
Yeah, Tina.
Was watching Howl's Moving Castle. And it was like,
That's
I was
right.
just putting this on to, idle watch or whatever. I was like, no, like, let everything play out till the end or whatever. Because I was kind of watching. I haven't seen Howl's Moving Castle but once, like 15 years ago or whatever.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about it. I get it mixed up with Ponyo and Kiki's Delivery Service and all that. Like, I can't tell them apart.
I love Kiki, but I'm more of a Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, Princess Mononoke is my favorite. Like that's the one, like, I've never felt chills and fear and dread like I did watching that in a cartoon ever. Yeah, I'm a pretty big deal. I have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Like, nah. That's why I tell you, like when I go with Greg and all of his friends that have all these computer degrees and do all this crazy IT programming infrastructure stuff, and then it's like, oh, what do you do? I was just like, I do cartoons. I'm an animator. I make cartoons. Oh, anything that I've heard of? No. I always do that, and Greg's like, tell him what you work on. I'm like, man, it's called a Fox in Space. Like,
my biggest thing. I hate being the center of attention.
Yeah, absolutely.
When it comes to what I do,
if there is a scheduled event that I'm doing a thing at or whatever, and that's the focus of the event, then absolutely I'll get up there and make a statement and give a presentation and say what you're about to see is blah blah blah. But if I'm at a party and it's just like, oh, I do this and I make guitars and I repair computers, I'm an IT tech, I work in Pascal and Python and C++ and C#, and then it gets to me, and I'm just like, oh, I'm an animator. I make cartoons. Fox in Space episode 2, sure, I could do that. But Fox in Space, maybe not. The violence, I will submit the violence to every animation and film festival. And if they don't like it, they can lay down and get fucked.
Yep.
I really don't care. I don't want to schmooze. Like, oh, I thought that the first one was a bit contrived from the works of the 1889 book known as... Like, I don't want to hang out with people like that. It's like I could be at home in my basement drinking Jack Daniels and working on the next episode of my cartoon. I don't have to sit here and listen to you call out everything you notice in my cartoon to make you feel better about your own abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck. In music,
just pull a Frankfurter. I didn't make it for you.
Hanging out with people like that are in bands and like playing a song of your band for them, and they get like halfway through it and they're like, that's great, but let me show you what my band's done. And it's like, okay, you listen to 30 seconds of a song of my band, and now you're forcing me to listen to 18 songs by your band. And every time I bring up, yeah, it's like this song here. Oh, wait, let me finish playing the rest of the album for you, because like we're doing a lot of, you know, blah 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 blah. I'm just sitting here like, God, can I just tell this dude that like your band all plays better than me and my band members, but you guys suck because you're assholes and I'm not interested in your music. Because all you've done is sit here and make snide jokes in front of your girlfriends about how our band doesn't know as much as your band. Yeah, like I've seen that shit so much over the years everywhere.
They just want to have the biggest dick in the room.
Yeah, that's why.
And it freaks them out if they might not have the biggest dick.
Yeah, that's why I never get laid. I've never gotten groupies or roadies or what the fuck ever. And I'm just like, I'm not here to give a big speech about, you know, The Weeknd and Beethoven and Bob Dylan, how Bob Dylan is the best musician on the face of the earth. Like, you guys are obviously just like cruising for puss. Like, we just want to make nerdy vocoder music and sound weird. And like, you guys want to sit here and deconstruct our band in front of your girlfriends and emasculate us? That's fine. Because tomorrow you're going to be doing the same thing for like cruising for puss, and we're going to be in our basements with FL Studio and a vocoder doing nerdy, stupid shit, making music. I don't know. Some people are all about the presentation. Like if the music sounds good or not, whatever, but I've got to have my foundation and my eyeliner and my noise band. I don't know. Whenever I have it, I should play our concert on here, the one at Ball Hall in Chicago. I played a concert with our band for like 200 people. So 150, 200, something like that.
I think to specify, he doesn't mean our band. It was another band that he was in.
Oh, this is 2011. Like our band, as in, I don't even know if that live Ball Hall. If I typed in Orbit, I don't even know if that's a public video anymore. Man, typing in Orbit Perturber doesn't even bring anything up on YouTube anymore. But it was a hot show. It was did you ever see that one, Rex? I don't know if I ever
played. You played one of your live shows for me.
It was like 30 minutes long. It was we did open mics at karaoke and shit, but this is one, like, we played with Ed Schrader's Music Beat. I think Crystal Castles played there. Ball Hall in Chicago. I don't know if it's still a thing. This was, like I said, this was a long time ago. It was like 2011. There's a place called Ball Hall. Crystal Castles played Ed Schrader's Music Beat. Ed Schrader's Music Beat went on after us, and he gave us a shout out. That was did you ever see unedited footage of a bear?
No.
It was the Adult Swim late night advertising skit about the lady that takes the sinus medicine and loses her mind. Beats the shit out of a clone of herself and all this crazy shit. It's incredibly terrifying. But Ed Schrader, he did a show where Tom Myers did the bong hit transplant thing that Cumtown makes fun of so much. I'm gonna switch accounts. I'm gonna put this on because I don't think I've ever played this on stream. Your videos. I'll have to find the video. It was Derpity Derp. 2012, nope. 2011, Age of... Well, I've got some that we could play. It would have been before June. I think it was on another one of my accounts. Let me find it, because I'm curious. I can put these on as background shit. I've lost 15 subscribers in the last month on my random account. All right, 2011, 2011, 2011. Let's go. 2011. Maybe it's on this one. Yep, there it is. There we go. Okay. So, wait, video unavailable? What? Yeah, hold on a minute. That's fucking up. I'll have to change them all to unlisted. I said, oh, that's why they don't show up anymore. Because they're all unlisted. The Flash Gordon oh my God, this was all January 2011. Good God Almighty. Y'all about to see some old shit. The Bill Gray Show? This stuff is literally over 10 years old. The one where I was like, where Fox tells Falco to quit acting like a fat, and the first computer video file I ever made. Yeah, let me all right, dupe. We're gonna go through some old shit tonight. And then dupe and dupe and dupe and hold on, dupe. All right, let's take a look. Oh, Jesus. It's going to take me a minute to get everything set up. God, I was 16 when I filmed that. Good God Almighty.
Now back.
Jesus Christ. God, how old was this? Just hang tight. You want to see some shit that you won't see anywhere else? Yeah. I don't think this is the right one. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing results. Jesus Christ.
Also, SoCo and eggnog is actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's no Crown Royal.
Wait, you've never had eggnog before?
I've had eggnog before, just not eggnog in like SoCo. It's usually some kind of brandy.
All right, let's see what we got. Derp. Falco ruins everything. Oh my God, this is so old. This is the very first video that I ever recorded on a computer with a webcam, ever. Good God Almighty. I can't believe I look like that. Can I get it to show up?
And then I broke all the windows. What are you doing?
Well, here they are, fellas.
Wow, those look awesome.
They look like something out of some stupid video game.
Falco, please stop being a fag.
Who are you calling a fag?
You ruined
Fellas,
everything
those
right
trying
when
to
it
be
started to get
assholes,
cool.
fellas,
Come on.
yes.
And now back to the Bill Gray show. Oh wait, that's me. Bill Gray, it's Bill Gray. He's always got some
Trippy stoner dude.
Ooh, it's Billy Gray.
yeah. He's always got something witty to say. Radically dude-dealer.
Radically dude-dealer. This was real. Oh my god. I can't. Run dim lilac. Guys.
Star Fox game, I am the last boss. You don't wanna fuck with me, bitch, I'm Andros. You can't trip this monkey up, I'm the max, son. And if you come to Venom, you watch your back, son. I got that brain power, telekinesis. Chew up your R-ring and I spit out little pieces. That pussy ass Nova Bomb can't hit me. But if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me.
Come on out, Wolf. We know you're here.
Dude, he knows we have guns. He's not gonna come out. Give the guy some credit. Jesus Christ.
Shut up. Hey, Wolf.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Okay, let's try it.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, come on. You ready?
Okay, on your lead.
Hey there, Falco. What's the word?
Wolf's hiding from Star Fox. That's what I heard.
Please shut up.
This is good God. This is our Facebook, guys. God, I haven't seen this in 10 fucking years. This is the music that Wolf is listening to in his bedroom with Farrah, actually. Yeah, this is the actual song that's. Oh my god. What else have we got on here? Blurp. God, yeah, this is so 2010. I seriously haven't seen this shit in like 5 or 10 years. I still have that shirt. It's so hard to play live. It's in Rocco's basement. Oh, so great.
Don't freak.
This is when we played in a fucking barn. The inn is very important, and we weren't grounded. Like the connection wasn't grounded. So every time that my lip touched the microphone, my face would get shocked. So you can see me there where I'm like, if you could just let one man
Get out of my mouth.
Is that what I say?
Don't freak. This microphone is shocking the shit out of my mouth.
Yeah, this microphone is shocking the shit out of my mouth.
Jealous.
Oh my god.
Man, I miss going to shows with weird places.
That's Stu there on the drums. He's the guy that plays saxophone in A Fox in Space. This wasn't like a mix. It was just a guy with a camera going around filming it, so I'm surprised the audio is that good.
Well, hot as balls in here. Yeah, right?
What else is on this fucking thing? Well, that's our fucking live show. Yeah, this is the one that's like 35 minutes long. I gotta make sure. Damn, it's picking up from back here. It's so noisy. 200 drunk people. Synth guitar and harmonica. We had fun. It took us a little bit getting started. Hey everybody. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. like $300 and gotten click tracks on a monitor. Alright, everybody on the dance floor. Alright, that's it. post where my guitar accidentally hits a key on the organ. It goes, right here. See Rocco on the right laughing his ass like this. I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Help! Someone! Water. Hey. Sugar. Water. Sugar.
This next song's better when it's kind of quiet. No offense or anything. It's not really a loud song. prepared. We're seated, a little outdated. Love us, but don't ask us why. We've withered, we've wandered, persevered and squandered. Brother, my planet and sky.
was. Let me find that. Let me find the actual song. On the J. There we go. This is the one. This is the actual track from the album. I just thought it was neat because, like, I used the instrumental of this song in the background of episode 2. The scene where Wolf is in his bedroom with Farah, and he's got like the edgy rock band posters on his wall and stuff. Yeah, this is the actual file of the song I used for that one. Did I not have him like on here? Yeah, I did. Yeah, he's on the thing. James is walking through it's yeah. I don't have anything else to show on that. Damn. What about the Chittala Choo Chum?
What?
Yeah, you have to understand that when we recorded this album, it was the 2 weeks that I had just discovered Reason and vocoder, like, and the ACO for All. Rex, you know that one, right?
Oh yeah.
Like that's the one.
I don't use it anymore.
It's the thing that basically turns your sound card into an audio interface, but it can only have 2 buffers going at once, the input and the output. And this was 2011 when I figured that I could just hook in a Walmart PC microphone to my computer and just be like, chittle a choo chum chay, chittle a choo chum chibi chibi, walk back down. Or just like do some silly shit like that, like chittle a choo chum chibi chibi chang chi chang chow, walk back down chirpa chi chow chow. Like just make some random noises, but play some music along with it. For Megan said there should have been a sequence in a movie with Samuel L. Jackson going through like a Section 8 fucking apartment complex with like a breakdown double barrel shotgun, like taking out drug dealers to this song. I was like, that works. Like, but anyway, yeah, like this is like the week I figured out how to do a fucking what's it called, a vocoder. When I said I want to do that, my baby holler. I remember that. Like, well, I said I want to do that, my baby holler. Well, ow. Yeah, this was like the couple months that I discovered Reason and was making silly stuff with it. My buddy Rocco, I gave him my Boss GT5 pedal, and he did some crazy shit on guitar. This was Rocco, then me, then Stu. And Stu is the guy that plays the saxophone. If you hear any actual saxophone in A Fox in Space, it's my friend Stuart Bartlett. So yeah, like when we're like chittle a choo chum chang, chittle a choo chum, chittle a walk back down, or whatever. After that, Rocco is the one doing the first guitar solo, and then I do the second one, and then my buddy Stu, the saxophone guy, does the third one. And he actually kept going way past when my computer, like I had FL Studio running and recording, and I was running out of resources, and we were just like, Stu, Stop. Even Rocco, he's like, stop, dude, stop. Are you gonna stop? And that's literally how the song ends. Yeah, right here. Wow. That's Rocco. And here's me. Kept going. So Alan kept playing bass. This is homeboy that did the saxophone in the Fox in Space theme. He played drums, saxophone, guitar, bass like they did. If I start a band in the future, this dude's gonna be at the top for real. Correct.
Yeah, he just can't stop.
But yeah, it's great.
Stop.
No, I'm serious. Yeah, this is the last part.
Stu. What? Stop. Just stop. Are you gonna stop?
Like, that wasn't even us being silly. We were just like, dude, all right, stop. So then Rocco, like, even Rocco, he was leaning. It's like, are you gonna stop? Like, that's all we can. But man, Rocco's fucking solo there. That song is literally. Let me find it. It is called Chittle a Choo Chum, spelled thusly. Chittle a Choo Chum. What happens if you go to Google and type that in? Chittle a Choo Chum. Sanchez dot something. Sonic Hits. I don't even know. Like, if you type, and then SoundCloud. Is that on SoundCloud? Oh, it is. I accept. Wow, all of our stuff is on SoundCloud. What does it say? 11 years ago? Damn. That's when I shaved my head. Planning, yeah, let's, I have this album. I used my Texas-made spurs for this song. I have people on the left and on the right slowly coming to the center with spurs. The spurs.
faded, we're sated, a little outdated. Love us, but don't ask us why. We've withered, we've wandered, persevered and squandered, brothered by planet and sky.
What the fuck does that say? Что ты сказал? Или сказала? Это 20 лет. Я не знаю, что ты сказал. Или сказала. Муа. Yeah, man. No, what is?
God of War, mighty Mars. Take up your sword and reach the stars. Rend the sky with awesome fury. Let your hate be judge and jury. Sword of moonlight, sword of death.
This must have been
Fight until your final breath.
our Demon Souls phase.
In love's devotion. Marching across the frozen ocean.
Dude, that was some shit. That was like the sword that you could, the moonlight sword that could rend the sky. Did anybody in here play Demon Souls on PS3? Like, sword of moonlight, sword of death, rend the sky with awesome fury. It's like, yeah, we were hardcore playing some. Sorry. Yeah, we were playing some serious Demon Souls. This was like 2011 PS3.
Pretty sure he's a demon, 100%.
Huh?
Sorry, came to mind. Nothing. I was remembering that weird video that you played forever ago. Pretty sure he's a demon, 100%. What is that fucking called? I can't remember.
What? 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 You can't. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Sounds like some insert quarter. In the future, in the year 2008, the world has come to an end and aliens have bombed the planet. But one savior will help us.
Future maker. Insert coin. Future maker. Insert coin now.
I remember I was reading off the back of a cleaner bottle for this. It is a violation of federal law to use this product in a manner that's inconsistent with its labeling. You should only use it in a manner that is something that's inconsistent with its labeling. You should only use it in a manner that is guaranteed. Wow, the auto-tune chainsaw. Turn it off. No, what was the, hold on, like the first track that we played? I want to see if Live at Ball. No, I don't want that. Let me play it, because it's such a weird thing, because, 11 years ago playing whatever. Hold on. I'm going to try to find it. Your videos are obsolete because you've peed in your pants.
You've shit your pants at the weed store.
Where is the... I'm trying. I really am. I have got another one. Yeah, meanwhile at Nintendo headquarters. This was the one that I was trying to show. Let's try, because why not?
Bridget, some kind of troupe of pre-teen amateur circus freaks have made an adaptation without my permission. Yes, I don't know what we can do. Can we sue them?
What the fuck?
Can we crush them in the press? I know, but if there's one thing I can't stand, it's plagiarism.
No, that's great. That's great.
Leniency.
Always
leniency.
Now this is the full musical. Here we go. I can play this. This was going to be the full musical intro of the original, because it's the intro where they go through the whomp, 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 scramble, and they go out and fight the dudes. Man, this is all me. This is kind of what I want the episode 3 to start with.
If there ever was a place with a climate upon which we could rely. If there ever was a time when they needed to hear those old words we cried. All ships check in.
This is Peppy. All systems go. Slippy here. I'm okay.
Falco, goddammit, come on.
I'm fine, Jesus Christ.
Wait, there was a scramble something. Yeah, like there should have been an I think this is the right one. Yeah. There was a part at the beginning. YouTube Studio. Hold on. It is epilogue Star Fox. Yeah, Star Fox Epi blah blah blah. Is this the right one? Yeah, here we go. I'm trying to show it. There we go.
If there ever was a place, if there ever was a place with a climate upon which we could rely. If there ever was a time, if there ever was a time when they needed to hear those old words we cried. All ships check in.
This is Peppy. All systems go. Slippy here. I'm okay.
Falco, goddammit!
Yeah, I'm fine. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm fine, Jesus Christ.
This is Peppy.
Yeah, this is the. How does it go?
Falco, goddammit!
Yeah, I'm fine. Jesus Christ.
Do, 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 do.
Waking up from a dream so tragically, slipping on my uniform so magically, looking out my window. There's not a cloud in the sky. I wish I could fly without the assistance of an NTD FX1 engine. No, sir, just me and my best friends. 3 of my best friends. 3 of my best friends.
Wait! No, we're gonna just play this.
Waking up from a dream so tragically, slipping on my uniform so magically, looking out my window. There's not a cloud in the sky. I wish I could fly without the assistance of an NTD FX1 engine. No, sir, just me and my best friends. 3 of my best friends. 3 of my best friends.
I'm gonna I'm sorry. I'm gonna start this over. This is 100% how the intro of A Fox in Space episode 3 is gonna go. I 100% promise. The Three of My Best Friends thing is going to be the main intro of A Fox in Space episode 3. I wrote this like over 10 years ago, and I guarantee you this is going to be it. I promise.
Waking up from a dream so tragically, slipping on my uniform so magically, looking out my window. There's not a cloud in the sky. I wish I could fly without the assistance of an MTD. FX1 engine, no sir, just me and my best friend. 3 of my best friends. 3 of my best friends.
The later part with Andros, I don't know, but like that part there, 100%, yeah, that's gonna be the intro for it.
Ah, the son of James McCloud. You must be as good as your mama to have made it this far. A charming gesture, but quite futile.
It's getting too close to town. It's getting closer to the turn of the ages.
We got a deck in tow and we're ready to go.
Do something scary.
I'll give you just what you need.
Dad?
Unnecessary.
Confidence indeed.
Yeah, that was, oh my God. 2011 and 2012 were probably the absolute most musically creative years of my life. Yet. Like, I'm going to seriously make some really cool stuff in the meantime. I promise. I can't believe this is literally over 10 years ago.
If there ever was a place with a climate upon which we could rely. If there ever was a time when they needed to hear those old words we cry. All ships check in.
This is Peppy. All systems go. Slippy here. I'm okay.
Falcon, goddammit, quit lagging.
Falco, goddammit.
Yeah, I'm fine. Jesus Christ.
I want to play all of that. Scramble, where is the thing? Like on, what's it called? Dark Tower. Here we go. Yeah, this is like 12 years ago. No, not directly based on any musicals. This is just me being like, I wanna make a Star Fox musical based on Star Fox music. Yeah, I was heavily listening to the version of the Beach Boys Smile album that you can't find anymore. I have a bunch of the older versions of the tracks that just aren't on the internet. I found them on the internet in like the mid 2000s, I guess. But yeah, like I listened to Brian Wilson, the main dude from the Beach Boys, for a long time, and some other artists. as well as Stu and Rocco and Alan and Ryan, the other members of our band Orbit Perturber. And they each had some very unique stuff that no other musicians had at that point in time that I had ever heard in my life. So I'd say my biggest influences in music, other than, you know, Brian Wilson and some other people, were, yeah, like the members of my own band. Rocco Spiteri, Alan Hamilton Fairbanks, Stuart Bartlett, Ryan Blackburn, and even James Sanders. Like, everybody that we hung out with gave me such an input of what music should sound like. I'm going to go ahead and play this. This file is from 2011, late 2011.
If there ever was a place, if there ever was a place with a climate upon which we could rely. If there ever was a time, if there ever was a time when they needed to hear those old words we cry. All ships check in.
This is Peppy. All systems go. Slippy here. I'm okay.
Falco, goddammit, come
Yeah,
on.
I'm fine. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm fine. Jesus Christ. Dude, chill out. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking come here with this shit. I'm fine. Get off my ass. This is so much fun to play.
Waking up from a dream so tragically, slipping on my uniform so magically, looking out my window. There's not a cloud in the sky. I wish I could fly without the assistance of an NTD FX1 engine. No, sir, just me and my best friends. 3 of my best friends. 3 of my best friends.
Ah, the son of James McCloud. You must be as good as your father to have made it this far. A charming gesture, but quite futile.
It's getting too close to town. It's getting closer to the turn of the ages.
We got a deck in tow and we're ready to go.
Do something scary. I'll give you just what you need.
Dad?
Unnecessary confidence indeed.
Yeah, it was such a trippy thing. Like, I'd love to make all of that just, you know, the whole thing. I'd love to make all of that dialogue just the whole thing. But, you know. I'm so glad I'm gonna have this shit done before the end of the month. Now, remember the Falco in this cartoon, in the thing I just played, that was like 10, 12 years ago. Falco is just going to be like, hey, I sound like this and I don't give a fuck. And if you don't like it, you can just suck my dick and get the fuck out of here, you friggin' retard. Like, that's what my version of Falco sounds like and clocks in with. So, you know, I don't mean to wring anybody dry. You know what I mean. But yeah, the all the stuff, everything you've been listening to for the past, I don't know, shit, for the past hour and a half. Like, this is all just like shit that I was working with 10, 11, 12, 13 years ago.
Yes. Did Pigma Dengar come through here?
Pigma Dengar? I haven't. Is he on the train?
Running security. He went this way.
I'm so sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I'm super down if everyone else is.
Not for me.
Hang tight.
I didn't think Pepper would send you.
Yeah, sure.
It's good timing, Harp.
How did you find these?
You don't have any friends, Jim. Don't think too hard about it. If you knew what Andros was up to, what he was really up to, you would have given those to Pepper years ago. Instead of hiding
I should
them.
destroy them. Right now.
You won't. It was her work. Just as much as yours. Geniuses. I dropped out and Accretions won. Jim, don't let it go to waste.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little. At least it'll get you off the hook.
And onto a much bigger one, no doubt. Are you all right?
I'm fit. Just a couple days, no sleep. This is such an ugly planet.
And dangerous. I never learned to care for it. Go get some sleep. Des.
Oh no! Oh no! You lose. Damn. You have failed. But for real though, I think we're. Yeah, but regardless of that, yeah.
I'm sorry, this is mildly embarrassing.
Now that we have cleared out the bone mass, what the fuck do we do? I don't know.
We're getting silver, bitch.
Yeah, that's possible. Now I've got this one right here.
Pepper's no better for tech like this. Maybe a little.
Yeah, that's it. Like, check it out. I'm gonna scooch across. I'm gonna scooch across both of them.
Pepper's no better for tech like this. Maybe a little.
Yeah, look at that.
Pepper's no better for tech like this. Maybe a little. Pepper's no better for tech like this. Maybe a little. Pepper's no better for tech like this. Maybe a little.
Look at that. Are you noticing? Is everybody seeing? Is that?
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
And then.
Maybe a little.
Yep. And then. Yeah, back here.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
And then.
Maybe a little.
Yeah. Like, look at that. Look at that. I can just be like.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
And then I go over here. And it's like.
Maybe a little. At least it'll get you off the hook. And onto a much bigger one, no doubt. Are you all right? I'm fit. Just a couple days, no sleep.
Anyway, I'm gonna play this once and then I'm gonna get out of here. So, y'all have a good night.
Des, did Pigma Dengar come through here? Pigma Dengar? I haven't. Is he on the train? Running security. He went this way. Jim, I didn't think... What have you got for me? I didn't think Pepper would send you. How did you find these? You don't have any friends, Jim. Don't think too hard about it. If you knew what Andros was up to, what he was really up to, you would have given those to Pepper years ago. Instead of hiding them. Destroy them. Right now. You won't. It was her work. just as much as yours. Geniuses. I dropped out and accretions won. Jim, don't let it go to waste.
Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little. At least it'll get you off the hook.
And onto a much bigger one, no doubt. Are you all right?
I'm fit. Just a couple days no sleep. This is such an ugly planet.
And dangerous. I never learned to care for it. Go get some sleep. Des. Des. Pepper's no better for tech like this.
Maybe a little. At least it'll get you off the hook.
And onto a much bigger one, no doubt. Are you all right?
I'm fit. Just a couple days no sleep. This is such an ugly planet.
And dangerous. I never learned to care for it. Go get some sleep. Des. Des.
I don't think there's anything left. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's awkward because I don't know. I'm gonna find some rando. Someone, like, is there anyone in here that has a relevant channel that we could raid? Seriously. Like, it has to be a channel that is smaller than mine. Oh, shit. I did want to play this.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus!
Pigment Dengar.
You know, you're like everybody dipping, cause it's like cause I don't care.
Yes.
Y'all can dip. I don't. Well,
come through here.
Pigment Dengar. I haven't. Is he on the train?
Running security. He went this way.
Jim, I didn't think.
What have you got for me?
I didn't think Pepper would send you.
Sure. All right. I'm not.
Find these.
Just.
You don't have any
I'm
friends,
not.
Jim.
Oh my God! What are we doing?
About it. If you knew what Andros was up to, what he was really up to, you would have given those to Pepper years ago. Instead of hiding them